The main character of Munay is called Anahata. Her name comes from the heart chakra, and means making your decisions with your heart. She is a young girl whom we don't know very much about before her life with the caravans, and one day the caravans, the circus, comes into her town, and she discovers that she can fly like all these other flying people, or T helps her discover it. And the thing that really fascinated me about Munay was that I was able to return to this world that I had already started building in Kaika, and I had already built the foundations. So she discovers that she's one of the flying people, and the special thing about the flying people is that in order to fly, in order to leave the earth and leave everything that the earth represents, which I took to be materialistic things, she has to forget her ego. So these flying people, they don't really have an ego. They're quite free of that, and they Damien mentions them in Kaika. He says that they always have a faraway look in their eyes, like they had just stared at mountains, and that that when they're together they blur into a collective, and it's very difficult to tell them apart. And that's because they don't have that ego that wants to be, or that has any desire to be told apart. They don't really think about themselves, and that's what I think is quite interesting, that the perception of the self can influence how others perceive you as well. So if you want to be seen, if you have a very strong ego, then you'll be quite present, and you'll walk into a room and everyone will notice you in this world that I'm writing. But with the flying people, they don't even think about themselves. They have very little attachment to their distinctive individual personalities, and because of that they fade into this collective. And I find that quite challenging and fascinatingly challenging, to take an individual and slowly and carefully strip away the things that make out the ego, and let her fade into this group. And while she is in this group, she falls in love, and something awful happens to him, which makes her then enter the earth. And the idea behind that was that I wanted to have a woman fly really high in the sky and know the rules of the sky and know everything about the sky, and then I wanted her to come down and go into the earth, into Pachamama, and know everything about the earth and discover it. And I was thinking of reasons to get her from up there down there, and love seemed the best reason. So that's the story so far. I'm sure more will happen, but I don't know it yet. The exciting thing is that she is on a deeply spiritual journey, going from these different realms of up the sky to middle to deep in the earth. And I'm moving horizontally. So she's doing this, and I'm doing this. So we are alike in that we're moving. And I'm using different geographical parts of Peru to describe her movements. So when I was in Cusco, I was quite high up. I was at 3,400 meters. I was very close to the clouds. I was able to write about her relationship to the sky. When I go back to Peru, I plan to go to the jungle, to the Amazon, and I think there I will be able to write about her in the earth. When she goes into Pachamama, I think what better place to write about that than deep in the heart of the jungle. Yeah, perhaps we are quite alike. Perhaps we are living parallel lives. We've definitely experienced a lot of similar things. We've definitely gone through a lot of shit together. But I'll be damned if my journey ends when her journey ends. That would be annoying. I'll be like, God damn it, we really were traveling together.